Am I doing all these questions?
Ooh. Oh, wow. These questions are hard.
I was worried I might get a question like this.
What is the best thing about being a nurse or midwife?
It's easy. Working with the women and the families.
Getting to see mums blossom with their little babies, getting more confident with their skills that we're teaching them, and being able to go home as a family.
Weirdest thing you've seen/had to do while working?
Am I allowed to answer this, honestly?
I did get a proposal from an 85-year-old man.
I was doing a night shift and I got propositioned by a patient. That was, I was very young then.
I didn't say yes.
Okay, because removal of foreign bodies would have to be the weirdest thing.
There's a lot of foreign objects. It doesn't matter how it got there, really. It just matters how we can fix it.
How do you deal with vomit?
Oh, honestly, I'm not really great with it. I don't love it.
It's not an issue for me, different colours.
Don't breathe. That is how I deal with vomit. It's part of the job though, so we just do what we do and we get on with it, like any other job.
Vomit is easy.
Hardest thing you've ever had to tell a patient?
The hardest thing I've had to be involved with was telling a family that their child was either has cancer or was going to die.
Telling a family member that their loved one has passed away.
So I told her that he had passed away, and the sound that she made on the other end of the phone was probably one of the worst things I've ever seen. Heard. Yeah.
Being part of that conversation is very difficult, but also a real privilege to take that journey with the patients and their families. Strangest requests you've ever received from a patient?
I've had patients asked to bring pet animals. Probably the strangest one I can ever recall would be somebody asking to bring in a chicken. In the end, we allowed it into the unit, so the child loved it, and it changed the emotion in the child. It changed everything from that point.
How do you deal with stress? With this stress, any stress? Eat a lot.
Lots of coffee, which doesn't help, but more coffee.
I've trained myself to leave work at work.
I used to exercise a bit, and actually debriefing with my colleagues. Nobody else knows what it's like to deal with a stressful situation as a nurse or a midwife than another nurse or a midwife.
It's also really good to have hobbies.
Does your job ever surprise you? Every day.
Yep. Every day. Every day.
Every day.
If you want a boring job, don't be a nurse.
What is the best thing about being a nurse? I really enjoy the flexibility, not knowing what's coming through the door next with theatres, especially in the Emerge theatre, which can be sometimes really stressful, but more often than not is quite fun, and it's a bit of an adrenaline hit.
For me, in my own words, the best thing is that you give care without knowing the person, without even expecting anything in return.
If you weren't a nurse, midwife, what would you be? A professional karaoke champion, I would say.
I would always be a nurse.
Nothing. Couldn't be anything else.